welcome to my channel. This is your girl Empress Charm, and today I'm going to talk to you about getting out of our uterus. Yes. Why am I talking about that? Because it's a topic that something that every woman probably have experienced at least once or twice in their lives, where you have someone when you reach a certain age, it's usually above 30, and you don't have a child. You're like, you know what, I want pitney. I want me to, so why you can't get one pitney? Or and translation, in my Jamaican language or patois or dialect, it means you don't want a child. What's wrong with you? Why don't you want to get a child? And it's something, especially when someone's married or they're in a committed relationship for some time and they don't see any kids coming forth. It's oftentimes the question that is asked. And in all retrospect, I used to be one of that person too, until I start having kids and I realized that, listen, let us not ask women this question. First of all, not every woman wants to have a child, and that's okay. It is fine. Nothing's wrong with them. They're not crazy. It's just a personal choice. Like, we decided we want to have kids, and kids are lovely. Kids are great, and we do appreciate them, and we want what's best for them. But not everyone wants that responsibility. Not everyone wants to actually have a child to take care of for themselves, and that's fine. And mothers does not mean that you have to bring forth that child. You have many people who have bring forth a child and they're not real mothers, because the way they do take care of that child or lack thereof, they may as well not have had that child, if you get what I'm saying. So we tend to put pressure on women in society as to why you're 35, you're 30, you're not going to have a child, and your biological clock is ticking and all of that, which is not something that is pleasant. So we want to know that people are going through stuff that we do not see on the surface. And as a woman myself, I have not personally experienced miscarriage, but I know many women who do have, and several problems. You don't just get a baby like it's at a buffet where you go and eat all you can. People think it's real simple. You're married, go get a baby, and that's not really it. So I was watching, excuse me, I was watching on TBN a few months ago, and I was watching a series on the Big Daddy Weave. That's a group that I like to listen to, a gospel group. I love their songs. I don't know if you know it. One of his songs is When the Light Comes, and so many. Their songs are just awesome. Usually I play them in the radio when I'm driving, and their drummer, the drummer in that group. He and his wife have been trying for over 10 years to get a child. And it's been so bad for her that even when she goes to church, the first thing as someone sees her is like, nothing yet? What's happening? Nothing yet? And she became so overwhelmed, she'd rather stay home. She used to go on tours with them when they go on tour on the bus, and she stopped because the pressure everywhere she goes. And this is someone's personal life. No one wants to disclose that, we're having fertility issues. And it is not something that was pleasant. And I felt so bad for them, because the husband said this is the one thing he wants more than anything. And God just not seemed to answer it. And this is a gospel group. So you can imagine how frustrating it is, because they're there singing and telling everyone about faith, as I have on my shirt here, telling everyone about faith and all of that. And then what happened? They are not able, and then everyone else on the band have children, and it's just not happening for them. So they feel like they're being punished, and all sort of things go through their mind, and it's their personal business. So imagine going through all of that, and with added pressure of someone asking you, when are you going to have a kid, or you're not having a child, or all of that. So people are going through many different things, especially women. And yesterday I shared on my page, my Facebook page, something that Heather Lindsay wrote, where she was talking about the when her friends, you have to be happy for people, let's encourage each other. Where you have, she said, when her friends were having babies while she was having miscarriages, she was still like, God, I'm so happy for you, sis, because I know you've been praying for this, and when they just bought their first home, well, she was literally homeless in 2004. She was like, sis, I know how much you prayed for this. I'm so happy for you, and let me rejoice with you. So don't assume that because you see someone without a child, that person first want a child in the first place, and two, that they just they just don't want children, or they just refuse to have children, not knowing that they could also be having fertility issues, and these are personal things that they're going through, and they do not need added pressure. So I myself, for one, used to do that whenever I was when I was in back home. I remember people in my church who were married and they didn't have kids, and I used to be like, what happened? Because I love kids, and it has always been my dream to have a little girl. And look at what God done. He gave me two boys that I love so much. They're my everything. So you never know what the future holds. And yes, the older you are, the higher the risk, especially here in the United States, that once you're over 35, you're considered high risk automatically. So I was considered high risk with my last, and I had him at 36, and he's healthy. I'm healthy. So you can always have, if you choose to have kids, you can have them, and you can have a healthy child even at 40. Yes, it has happened. Janet Jackson had her only child at 50, and the child is okay. So you never know. Do not let anyone dictate. Let's get out of women's uterus and allow them to live their lives. Do not assume that because someone don't have a kid, they're incomplete. Some people are perfectly fine. They're happy and living their best lives without one. They're not deprived. They're not unhappy. And you do have some women who want nothing more than to become a mother and experience childbirth, but they're having fertility issues. So let's be considerate and not be quick to judge. And the next video, I will discuss miscarriages and how people are dealing with the pressure of society on top of fertility issues. So this is all my 2 pence on what's happening with women being pressured into having kids or not, or pressured into trying to get their lives together at 30 and over because they don't have a child, they somehow are incomplete. So let's get it together, and start encouraging each other and pray for each other, instead of being like, oh, this woman is so old and not having kids. All right, thank you for watching. Please like, share, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and comment below if you've had issues with people telling you, oh, you need to have kids and all of that. Share your experience. That's what we're here for. And let me know, what else do you want us to talk about? Drop a comment below and let me know what else you want to see on my next video. Thank you for watching. Oh, check out the back of my shirt. Yes, about faith. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.